Hey, friends and neighbors. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing great. Um, I kind of feel like I'm in a truth or dare kind of mood today. So I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth or what you might hear. But we're doing the chicken quesadillas today. Today's Sunday, May 15th, 2022, and it's supposed to be 97 degrees today. So I don't have the grill warmed up. I'm not ready to start cooking. I'm not wearing my apron. The only apron I have is actually a heavy canvas shop apron that I use in my tool shed around the corner. Keeps sawdust, sparks, anything like that off of me. So I sprayed it with a fabric treatment to keep grease off of me so I don't ruin my clothes when I'm cooking. Yeah, I've gotten a little flack type of feedback from wearing the apron. It's not who I am, and all my friends back home see these videos, and I'm real proud to have joined Instagram and have a bunch of growing friends and followers, and I'm following them from back home at my old job. So maybe some of the truth or dare will be a little bit about my background. I'm retired for 3 years, and all of my 40 years of marriage, I've basically either worked two jobs or 80 plus hours a week so that I could put some money down on this house where I live now and live comfortably in retirement. Unfortunately, in today's economy, so many people are moving to Texas that my property tax is going through the roof. So whether or not I may start working weekends, I was driving a 18-wheeler for a little while, making real good money driving a tractor trailer. However, 14-hour shifts, 7 days a week, away for weeks at a time, come home, get 2 days with the wife, go back out on the road for 14-hour shifts, 7 days a week for weeks at a time. So that kind of defeats the purpose of being retired and doing things like cooking in the backyard or swimming in the swimming pool. I went in the pool yesterday for the first time this year, and the water temperature was 82 degrees. It cooled down a little bit overnight, but I just checked the temperature, and it's already 80 degrees this morning in the middle of May. So, I mean, you can't beat the weather. A heat wave right now, so it's going to be a little hot today. So I'm doing this part early, and then I'll start cooking in a little bit. So I said, yeah, people are giving me flack for wearing an apron, being out here cooking. I got a text on my cell phone. Somebody had my phone number, but it came up without a name, and I just swiped it away before I really realized it was somebody busting my chops. So I'm all good with that. I wasn't being vindictive, not answering you. I swiped it away too quick, and then I realized, oh, it's somebody that knows me. Didn't have their name still attached to that phone number. So I didn't realize what it was all about. But yeah, feel free to bust my chops. I got a thick skin, you know that. Part of the reason I have a thick skin is um, I spent 3 years driving an armored truck in the Boston area through towns that are the bank robbery capital of the United States, if not the world. They made movies about it. There's a movie called The Town with Ben Affleck. It's about a town in the Boston suburbs where I went to ATMs and banks in an armored truck for 3 years. That gets basically, if you grow up in that town, you grow up into bank robbery family. That's everybody's livelihood. And so that was one of my jobs, and I was a firearms instructor in that branch as well for 3 years. I commuted an hour and a half to work, and I worked 82 and a half hours average a week above that commute. And then I found a job that was only a 45-minute commute, and it bumped my pay up, and I worked 70 hours a week there, and I was a firearms instructor for them at a nuclear power plant. So we had a lot of training there. I've been to firearms instruction schools all over the country. I've been to 2 weeks here in Dallas when I was living in Massachusetts. Been to a week in Rhode Island, patrol rifle school in West Virginia, handgun, shotgun, patrol rifle in Virginia, another pistol course, 40-hour course in West Virginia, close quarters combat in Springfield, Massachusetts, You name it. I have a stack of certifications as a pistol armor, Smith & Wesson pistol, Glock pistol, AR-15, M16 armor. My certifications have expired. You have to have continuing education, and I quit doing the continuing ed 3 years ago. But, you know, I did that as part of my job at the power plant for 7 years. Shoot through smoke, shoot from elevated positions, shoot while moving, transition drills, incapacitation drills, you name it. Then I went to, and here's the big one, which I've been avoiding because it's not politically correct these days, but I worked for the sheriff's department back home, corrections. And again, that's not a job where you're going to see somebody wearing the apron and doing cooking videos. So that's why I'm catching the flack. I worked in a jail and I did transportation of inmates, and that's my truth or dare. So I hope I don't lose any followers. I'm doing the best I can out here, but with the cost of gasoline going up, the cost of food going up, I'm either going to be working on weekends again. Right now I work 40 hours Monday through Friday. Maybe looking for a weekend job. My wife had back surgery 5 months ago, and I stayed home for a month to get her back on her feet. Now she needs a new hip, and we're doing that. In 3 months, she's going to have a hip replacement. I'm going to be staying home and taking care of that. After her recovery, all bets are off. I'm either going to get a weekend job on top of my 40 hours or go back to truck driving, make some money again. No telling, I don't know. So that's my Truth or Dare session. Today we're going to do chicken quesadillas. I hope you all are still with me after all that, but I spilled the beans, got it off my chest, feels good. So I didn't do the inside portion of the video where I chop the vegetables and show the marinade recipe, because basically I'm using the same recipe and cooking the chicken the same way as I did in last week's video. So if you want to refer to the chicken fajitas, video number 6, that'll show you the temperature, how I cook the chicken. It'll show you the marinade. So what I did was I made the marinade Friday, put the chicken in the marinade and refrigerated it overnight, Friday night into Saturday morning. I came out here and I cooked the chicken Saturday morning. So today I'm going to shred it and then cut it into bite-sized pieces. So I'll show you that. I've got the vegetables chopped up. I've got the same marinade going on the vegetables. And I have to do it. I'm going to cook some bacon and I'm going to put it in the quesadillas. Now the recipe doesn't call for bacon in there, but I love bacon. So as with the fajitas, these quesadillas, you can use beef. I like to use a thin sliced ribeye and cut it into small pieces. That's delicious meat to put in there. You can buy meat down here anyway in Texas. You can buy meat that's already seasoned with all the southwestern seasonings that you can think of. Cumin and chili and all of those are in that meat already, but I like to season my own. So I'm going to shred the beef, cook some bacon. Once I'm done with the bacon and just heating up the chicken because it's already cooked, I'm going to shred it, put it into bite-sized pieces, heat that up on the grill, and then I'm going to heat the vegetables on the grill and clean the grill off, put the vegetables and chicken in a bowl and some crumble of bacon in the bowl together. Then put the fajitas on and cover them with cheese, cover half of them with the meat and vegetable mixture, fold them in half, crisp up both sides. So that's what we're going to do this morning. And I hope you guys will be right here when I come back to this in a couple of minutes. All right, I'll see you then. All right, guys, I'm back. That didn't take too long, did it? Now, what I'm going to do is shred the chicken. And I talked about cutting across the grain in the fajita video, number 6. And I'm going to show that on the camera I have set up down below looking at the cutting board, because it's real easy to see now that the chicken has cooled off. I cooked it yesterday, put it in the refrigerator overnight. So that's going to be real easy to show what I'm talking about. I'm going to kind of shred it and then cut it into bite-sized pieces. And I do have the grill warming up behind me. I also wanted to thank, I have a few new subscribers, and I wanted to give a shout out and say thank you to you guys. I appreciate that. That's huge for me, that people are watching and like the videos. So thanks again for that. 3X, you were the brave one. and put your subscription out there public. So I love that. That's awesome. So I'm being out there public, putting my face out and my name out to everybody. So for somebody that has the courage to stand up and do that, I really respect that, and thanks again. Also, in my last Truth or Dare session, I didn't mention that I was at the jail for 12 years and had a total of 22 years as a certified law enforcement firearms instructor. So a lot of background in that, a lot of knowledge. I let the certifications expire, but the knowledge and the skills are still there. I have trophies, pistol trophies. So if you have any questions about anything like that, now that it's out there, please feel free to ask. So I'm going to turn this over to the camera on the cutting board. So what I have here is a piece of the chicken I cooked yesterday, and you can see how this shreds open along these lines, and that's where I want to tear that apart. So that's the grain running that way. The grain's running like that, how it tears. And that way, when you put it in your fajita and you bite it, it kind of falls apart in your mouth, very tender. I'm going to shred up, I got a few chicken breasts in here, going to shred them all up. And it is seasoned, and it is so good. Lysol wipes, or what do I got here? Clorox wipes. Clean off my cutting board after cutting the chicken. So, what else do I have here? Let me set this chicken out of the way. I've got the flour tortillas. These are low carb, they're 80 calories per tortilla. I have them buttered on one side already, and I'm going to cook 4 of them on the grill today. To get this on first, this is the chicken for my daughter. It's sitting in the marinade. It's ready to go on a hot grill. Get that nice and toasted. All right. Oh yeah, that was nice. Got my dome lid. I'll let that chicken cook like it's in the oven. Bring this bacon up a little bit. Put that chicken right in there. That just has to warm up. Nice.
Nice. Do that bacon another minute. I'll take that off to cool off a little bit so I can crumble it. Now this chicken is already cooked. I'm just heating it up a little bit. Let that heat up. I'm going to get the chicken off so I don't overcook that. Thicker one needs a little more. I'll get this one out. That over again. All right. Once that other chicken is done, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to scrape this grill down a little bit. Put the buttered flour tortillas on there. Taste test, always taste test your food. Chicken off so I don't overcook that. Again. I'll take the vegetables off. Once that other chicken is done, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to scrape this grill down a little bit. Put the buttered flour tortillas on there. We'll mix in a bowl of chicken and vegetables. Chicken, green peppers, red peppers, and onions, red onions with bacon crumbles in it. Now, I'm going to create a little steam here. So I got my grilling gloves on to protect me from steam burns. But when you use the water on here, it bubbles up any of this stuff. Now I have the grill turned down to low, because that's how I want to cook my tortillas once I get it cleaned up. It's scary, but even the steam smells good. Now you can see how easy it is to clean this griddle. Just get it nice and hot, put a little water on it. You can get some paper towels. A little water, everything bubbles right up. one side, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to cover all of this surface with the cheese. It's already melting over there. Do is come back through, put a scoop of this. That's hot. It's a hot bowl. It's got hot product in it. What we're going to do is fold these over. That's already crisping up. Already crisping up. Yeah, it's hot. Oh yeah, that's about perfect. Cooks more than the front ones. There we go. All right, I went in the house and I got a piece of watermelon, pico de gallo, guacamole, sour cream. All right, this is going on my plate. This is going on my plate. All right. Chicken, quesadillas, sour cream, guacamole, pico de gallo, watermelon, and tortilla chips. View of this. Where are we here? Well guys, that's it for today. I want to thank you for joining me in my backyard. I got some wonderful chicken quesadillas, slice of watermelon, some toppings and some chips to go with it. I'm going to go in and have lunch. Sounds like a plan. I hope I see you guys again next week. I'll have something good for you. I really appreciate the support I've been getting. Remember to hit the thumbs up, give me a like, and give me a subscription. Could use all your support I can get. Thanks again. I'll see you next week.